Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome to today's quick video in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and in this video we've got fantastic news for those of you who love the FlyByWire A320 and not just this but other aircraft that are dependent on their systems, such as the very popular Headwind A330-900 Neo. Now, most of you will already be aware that there are three different versions of the FlyByWire A320, that is the stable, the developer and the experimental version. Well, the great news is in the last couple of days the FlyByWire team have updated their stable build and have now released their version 0.10.0. So what does this actually mean? Actually, it means that there have been quite a few major changes to the new stable build of the FlyByWire aircraft that is now available. Now, of course, with the three different versions that are available, it's always interesting to see which people prefer. Obviously, the stable build is, as the name would expect, the most stable and compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator in that there shouldn't be any known bugs. The developer is one where they've introduced things which are still in testing but more or less is happy, and you can fly it on online networks such as VATSIM, AVO, etc. And the experimental version is the aircraft where they say, well, there are things here that could potentially go wrong as they bring in new features, and they also do not offer any support for the experimental build. So please do just leave a comment down below. I'd love to know, out of those three versions, which one is your particular firm favorite to fly when flying the A320nx. So with the new stable build now comes a lot more new features. They've got more robust ATSU implementation and lots of features have been added now to the Bugdo. There's also advanced flight operations with their flypad to their pushback system, payload management with extra GSX integration as well. So that's had a little bit of an overhaul. One of the other things you will notice is that the terrain radar is now available on the aircraft's navigation display when using SimBridge. SimBridge launched through the FlyByWire installer. Now, interestingly enough, a few people have commented to me that they have had crashed desktops when using the SimBridge from FlyByWire. So again, just let me know down in the comments below if you are one of the people that are struggling with the new SimBridge feature from FlyByWire and has it caused you any issues. The FlyByWire team have now also fully replaced the default fuel system, and so it now properly simulates the A320 Neo fuel system with the cross-feed functionality, center tank transfer, etc. Also, the FMGC, the Flight Management Guidance Computers and Flight Management Systems, have also been improved, meaning there is now better flight plan management and handling. There's also bugs fixed with some of the thrust reduction and acceleration values, and also nav aid selection and automatic tuning is also available in the stable build. The team have also improved their hydraulics calculations and improved the simulation of these across the entire aircraft. And for those of you who like little things like working windshield wipers, those two are now available in the stable build of the A320nx. These are just some of the highlights that have been imported now into the stable build of the A320nx, and a full and very detailed changelog is available, which I've linked down in the video description below if you do want to go and check out everything that the team have brought into this build. Now, because the stable build of the FlyByWire A320nx has been updated, this has meant that the team over at Headwind Simulations can also bring in some of these new features to their A330-900 Neo, which again is another fantastic freeware aircraft. And if you were watching this channel recently, you'd have seen us fly a nice long-haul 6-hour flight using this aircraft where it responded and flew perfectly. Not only that, things like holds are available in this, so if you need to perform a hold when flying on an online network like the VATSIM network, then that is not going to be a problem. So the newly updated A330 from Headwind Simulations has lots of new changes as well, including lots of neat little model changes. Things like glass and reflections have been added to the screens. The first officer now has an iPad. They've also got this really nice looking new livery as well. I think that's actually a really good looking livery. It's a shame that this isn't actually a real world livery. This aircraft too has also recently had a systems overhaul as well. So again, the fuel system is much better and more realistic with A330 values. So this also means that the flight model is also improved. So if you haven't flown this aircraft for a while, I highly recommend you go and check this out. This aircraft too has its own installer, the Headwind A330 installer, which is based on the FlyByWire installer. You'll see they look very similar, except one is orange, whereas the FlyByWire is a nice blue and teal edition. The thing to mention as well is when you used to download the A330 package, it came with a set of quite a few liveries. They removed these liveries from the initial base package download of the aircraft, but you can still download the liveries, which include things like TAP Air Portugal, Corsair, Virgin Atlantic, etc. And they too can also be downloaded through the Headwind installer. So as well as the updates previously mentioned, the McDouey here in the A330 has also had an overhaul with more realistic systems included. Also works very nicely with the SimBrief integration, so all of that is just as you would find it in the A320X. The team here at Headwind have also gone and changed the colours of the numbers on the FCU. They've given them more of a white tinge, which is actually realistic. Some airlines do fit their aircraft with white numbers as opposed to the more tan and orange dials. Now for some really exciting news. This is the Headwind installer, where obviously you can download the A330-900. Also the Sukhoi Superjet has been available for a while here as well. I spoke about the livery package, which you can download, and you now have to do that separately, but you can also get SimBridge from FlyByWire running, because the A330 also now has the working terrain radar, just like the stable build of the A321X does. However, what is really exciting now is, as you can see on the left hand side, you'll notice that there are greyed out options currently for an Airbus A321 Neo series, as well as an Airbus A330-800 Neo series. Well, the Airbus A321 Neo is an aircraft that so many people have been wanting to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. There is a version available from Latin VFR, although that has had some very mixed reviews, including reviews from myself. You can check that out on the channel from a few weeks ago. However, Headwind have confirmed that they are starting work on an Airbus A321 Neo, which should feature all of the same high quality stuff that you get from the FlyByWire systems and the Headwind systems. This is an exciting venture because the A321 Neo is an aircraft which lots of airlines, including Aer Lingus and TAP Air Portugal, actually use to fly transatlantic routes. So this would be a high quality transatlantic aircraft. Now it is the very early stages, so Headwind say please don't get too excited about this just yet, but who knows, within the next 12 months or so we could be looking at flying a good highly detailed A321NX based on the FlyByWire systems, and that is very exciting. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I know it's another Airbus coming into a flight simulator which already seems to be highly flooded with Airbus aircraft at the moment, but we know from experience that if it's going to have FlyByWire systems behind it, it's going to be a really good, really cool aircraft to fly. So yeah, definitely excited about seeing this in the simulator in the future. So thank you so much for watching. Some great exciting news there hopefully in this video, and if you have enjoyed it then please do leave a like, and of course if you are new to the channel don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any future videos or of course our live streamed content. Thank you for watching. I will see you all again in the next one. Bye bye for now.